obviously black people in America suffered under slavery greatly, right? But a lot of people have suffered under slavery. Arab people, I'm Irish. Irish people had slavery partially, especially during like British colonialism. Even the Welsh at some point were indentured under English people. What kind of separates black Americans as opposed to anyone else that isn't a black American that also is on the, you know, the receiving end of slavery, the blunt end of slavery, if you will.
You mentioned the Irish. We always get that too by the Irish. You know, Irish. You do your research. The Irish, they came over here because they wanted to. Now, some of them didn't want to because they was prisoners. And you know, I don't understand that viewpoint because, like right now, you have people in the prison systems who do things they don't want to do. So surely, if people are against what happened to the Irish, they'd be surely against the prison system.
Sure, yeah.
Right?
100%.
So what separates us from everybody else is that you look through history, yeah, these people was into slavery. Those people did slavery, but we never had a chance at slavery.
Who did?
Black people.
Black people never had slaves?
They
Never
had
once?
slaves.
Are you sure?
Before you say it, we are not African. We say that for the camera. We are not African. Africans are Hamitic. Because we have dark skin doesn't make them the same as with us. So we understand that they captured us and wrangled us up and did what they did and sold us into white people. Arabs just built the ships and the Jewish people, you know, that's how you get I ain't trying to be too off topic, but that's how you get like insurance and stuff like that. So everybody had a part into all slavery. That's why you said what makes it different is because, well, we just never had a chance at it.
Okay. Well,
you know, I think what a lot of people get nervous about when we say that is because they see slavery from America's slavery.
Yeah.
They see babies being taken and thrown in the water for alligator bait or hanging by light poles or, you know, all the nasty stuff, all the stuff you've seen, all that stuff. So when we say, well, we want our chance at it, people think that's what we mean. We don't mean that. We just don't want to live under the mercy of white people no more. We want y'all to live under our mercy. And in our kingdom, it's going to be glorious. It's not going to be, y'all don't have to worry about school shootings no more. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about rape. You don't have to worry about bad gas prices. We're going to make sure all that's good for everybody.
Shalom. Yahweh Shemel Shai Baruch HaKadosh Barakatham. Call law Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth sincerity. This Rob and Wofford, the Nebraska camp. Just this gym as any Fort Nebraska. Yeah, and I was watching this video. I was seeing post-production, you know, going over how this Edomite was having an argument with Jake. You know, I don't know what camp they're affiliated with, but you know, the argument, one point in the argument was like, well, we all been in slavery, all right? And that's the thing is, you got to watch Esau and his sorceries, and then part of his sorcery is strifes of words. Okay. See if I'm spelling it correctly. So in 1 Timothy 6:4 it says, he is proud, knowing nothing, but dawdling about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, and railings, and evil surmisings. Okay, so it says perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. You know, and that's pretty much as simple. I want to say what the NLT says as well. It says they are conceited and understand nothing. They have an unhealthy inner interest in controversies and quarrels about words that result into envy, strife, and malicious talk, evil suspicions. And it's not like it's like somebody's kicking stuff. Esau does it on purpose to paint a narrative, you know. And the narrative he's trying to push off is like, well, slavery is equivalent with any kind of slavery. And if you go into the Wikipedia, and so we're going to go into Irish slavery, okay? There's another site on Wikipedia that kind of go into Irish slavery, but I don't trust it. Something I believe I heard in the past that it's not a good reference point. I don't know, you know, Jake being into what they're into, see here, because they say the Irish slavery myth. I believe the Irish were indentured servants. It says Irish indentured servants were Irish people who became indentured servants, and that's the key. Israelites, we weren't, mainly the tribe of Judah, they were not indentured servants. In comparison and contrast, and we're not getting to the strifes of words, because at the end of the day, the slavery that the Israelites went through, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, mainly the Negroes, were unbelievable. As Christopher Columbus referenced, how he never put down his sword, how the conquistadors were raising hell on the Tainos, the post-slavery, the Jim Crow era. The book Without Sanctuary will show you a good reference. How they were stuffing couches with Israelite hair, using their teeth, Israelite teeth as dentures, using their skin as coats and boots and furniture, and these things more than likely still exist, probably still in some type of museum or someone's house as some type of family heirloom or relic, but there's there's a place that they can go back home to, these heathen, and because you signed up for something and it's still under the same guise, then that, I was in slavery too. It's like, no, it's not. All right, and they play semantics and make it seem, try to cut the history off and make it lighter than what it is, and that's the way Esau plays his fork tongue. Okay, so it says Irish indentured servants were Irish people who became indentured servants in territories under the control of the British Empire, such as the British West Indies, Barbados, Jamaica, and the Leeward Islands, British North America, and Australia, and later Australia. And when you go into the word indentured servants, is a form, indentured servitude is a form of labor in which a person is contracted to work without slavery for a specific number of years. What it means is pretty much you're signing up for, you got a contract, and what you did pretty much, and you get paid after your contract is done. All right, or you just did that and then you're free to scour the lands and make a living. All right, so they benefited. All right, Jake was just in slavery. All right, it says the contract called an indenture may be entered voluntarily for a period for a prepaid lump sum, and they did this, and they did this to Gad because I guess I believe it was said that the colonies, or whoever you want to call them, they was trying to make the argument that they were over here already, and the fact that you brought Jake over here, that their commodity or some shipment, and that you couldn't just make a Gadite or anybody from the Northern Kingdom that was already over here a slave, because you didn't take them over here. You know what I'm saying? So Esau's writing all kind of wicked laws, and then the term drapetomia, where if Judah were to run away and escape, then they call it like a mental illness, Darwinism, all these things, that the selective breeding, all this stuff take effect, the science experiments, the raping, the robbing, the Esau, watch Goodbye Uncle Tom. There was no place that so much evil has been done more than against the Israelites than the daughter of Babylon, man. All right, and there's nothing that can compare to it. Being an Irish indentured servant is not the same. Just like this alphabet community's plight, it's not the same as so-called Black History plight. And they you guys let Edomites and small hats convince you to join this extracurricular civil rights movement to change certain laws. And you see what came behind it, and you see what they was doing, you know. And the Lord burned one of the shorty's houses down too, man, you know. So that wasn't by chance. But let's get some precepts real quick. So I wanted to go into Exodus 21:16. It says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Okay? And Esau clearly still stole us as a nation. All right? The southern kingdom of Israel. The northern kingdom came over on their own. And he still stole them when he came over. Okay? And done all kind of atrocities. You know, there's some books that go into it. Black AF American history. You know, there's tons of books, but that's a book that I recently was dealing with. Has some interesting information in there. Exodus 21:17, it says, and he that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. All right. And then we also going to because that's the point that, you know, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into the captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And there's no escaping that. As the scripture said, the children shall complain of an ungodly father. You know, like, hey, that don't matter, bro. Like, you know, there's no escaping your judgment. All right, Esau think he can play semantics and strikes of words with Jake, and that's going to get him to say, okay, I want an argument with one of your people, so that makes us right? You know, nah, bro, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go into the book of Sirach, chapter 41:7. It says that the children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. You know, woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. But if ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse. And if ye die, a curse shall be your portion. All that are of the earth shall return to the earth again. So the ungodly shall go from the curse to destruction. And Esau, is definitely cursed. All right. He is the sons of the wicked. All right. And the fact that you know, and he's doing his job, and it's you know, the Lord already said he hated Esau from the get-go. All right. But Esau in this situation is trying to play semantics and make Jake seem like they're the bad guy, and we're looking at it wrong, and virtue signaling and doing things of that nature to make it seem like they're always trying to fight their way in. All right, and Esau's not invited. Okay, so we're gonna read this real quick. Sirach 23:17. It says, all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? Yeah, and this is the reason why I got it, even though this talking about, you know, this wicked niggas too. It's, you know, when that's how Esau has in his mind. He think nobody see him because he can, you know, be a bully to the nations, or flip and use propaganda and make us seem like the bad guy, and nobody sees. So he think he good to go. He says, I am compassed about with darkness. Yeah, he thinks he's hiding. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. And this is what he believes. But the Lord is going to bring swift destruction upon Esau, man. All right. So at the end of the day, they can make all these funny arguments, or as long as the truth is out there to say, hey, you should be accountable for that, then that's all that matters, man. You know, but yeah, that's all I wanted to get, man. With that being said, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to say that we're honest our apostles, who are elders who rule well. Blessed I taste brothers as our teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. Shalom.